Well, hey, we're down at Timeless Arts Refinishing in Grand Rapids, Michigan. 616-453-8309. You can check out our beautiful website at www.timelessartgr.com. You can see my finishing work, and you can see Sandra's beautiful hand-decorated furniture. But today we're talking about re-gluing chairs here. This is what happens. Everybody hears about the wonderful Gorilla Glue, how great Gorilla Glue is, but I would use Gorilla Glue for anything, and I don't think anybody else should. This is a perfect example of Gorilla Glue. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like an expanding foam. See it right here?
Yep.
It's just like an
Expanding foam.
yeah, expanding foam. It's like that stuff you find in a can that you spray in the stuff. So as you can see, somebody already monkeyed this up with some Gorilla Glue. So we're going to show you how you really fix it. So first thing you have to do is take the darn chair back apart, and as you can see, the Gorilla Glue didn't do a very good job of holding anything. Because once again, it's the most worthless glue ever made.
Well, isn't it good if you want to squirt it into a joint, you know?
Nah, Gorilla Glue has no use for nothing. Well, that's the first step. You take a nice rubber mallet. You come over and carefully break it apart. There you go. Gorilla Glue it up. Gorilla Glue. The most worthless glue on the market. People that use it are probably people that
They just don't know about
yeah, they just
wood
don't
glue.
know any better, do they? So, as you can see,
We got to scrape all that off, don't
yeah,
we?
somebody monkeyed up the chair with Gorilla Glue. Now we're gonna have to fix it and do it right. So, too bad I picked that chair to work on. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's see here. You can show the chair, walk around, and show that while I'm getting something. Yeah, the Gorilla Glue didn't do anything in the joint.
It didn't.
Just
It's not
squirt
even
it
in
up.
the joint.
No. Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Glue?
Mm-hmm.
That's a
You
good
can
one.
just crush it in your hand, can't
You
you?
can.
It's like a
It's like a
Like
joke is what it is.
foam, kind of.
It's like a little foam, that's all it is, a polyester foam. So, that's my first chore, scraping off the Gorilla Glue. Now this is what I call monkeying something up. When somebody attempts to fix it by themselves. It's not that hard to fix a chair. The first thing you have to do is take it apart thoroughly. It's very important that you take the chair apart like I got right here. And then you want to use some real glue.
Wood glue?
Yes, wood glue, tight bond. Just regular tight bond.
Wood
Any
glue.
type of tight bond. Wood glue, not Elmer's glue, unless it's an Elmer's Carpenter's glue. But not, definitely never Gorilla Glue. Then just take it on a little paintbrush and get it down in the joint. And see, this one here don't look bad. It doesn't even need to be cleaned because it's clean anyhow. But the Gorilla Glue never got in it. So once I put the glue in the joint, I'm going to put some glue in this joint here too. I know that one went right there like that. Okay, and this thing has been grilling all up, monkeyed up all the way around. Other than that joint. So, and this joint's clean here too. If the joints are dirty, you just clean them with some 80 grit paper. Just something to knock it off quick. You can use vinegar, that softens glue up too if you need to. Just white vinegar will work. So once again, we're putting some glue around in the hole and around the turning.
Yep.
Kind of putting that back in there a little bit, just so I kind of know where everything goes. Okay. One joint here, that's the so you gotta be careful, you don't want to break anything either. Okay, there's that. Now we gotta see, it sure goes like that. So, this is one that goes across there like that. Peel off the Gorilla Glue right here. A piece of 80 grit. Get the Gorilla Glue off there first. Get that out of there. Okay. So glue in there, glue in here. Shove that in place. These two ain't bad. There's a nail. There's that. This one here is good over here. So it's just this back joint right here. Seems to be an issue. This came right here, so that's going to go like that. So, that Gorilla Glue really didn't do nothing, but just squared around the edges and came out of the joint. Didn't make too bad of a mess. So we'll put some real glue, once again, tight on, right up in here. Put a little around here. It's always better to have more glue than not enough. The only problem is it squirts out of the joints. There's all that. I check these joints like this, nothing pulling apart. Lay this down. I'm moving on this too. that out of there. That out. There's no grill anywhere there. So then basically at this point, we're going to put a little bit of glue in that joint. I'm going to put some glue in that joint. Put some glue around the turning where it goes into the seat. Just like that. Once again, I'm going to slap some on the back of these turnings here. And I'm not being afraid to put a lot of glue on it because I don't want this chair coming back apart. Put this in place. Put that where that goes. Put that where that goes. Come over with my trusty hammer, mallet. You can hear when it goes down all the way. Flip this bad boy up. Okay. Move my tools because I got a big sloppy mess of glue going on here. Come over here, I take this clamp and I put it up top of the runner so it has something to stick onto, so when I go to pick it up and put it on the floor it don't fall off. That never stops. Okay, we're almost done here. Got a couple more clamps. I'll move the glue. I'm going to put one across here because we ran a clamp, or we had to glue up this one joint there. And I'm going to take this one under the bottom. Coming around from the other angle here. Turn that thing off. Oh yeah. That is our notorious air compressor that you hear on about every one of our videos. It sounds like it's got a rod ready to go popping out of it. So anyhow, what we got here, we got two clamps. I got the handle on one on this side over here, on the opposite side, so I can, doesn't really make a difference because I'm torquing them down. I'm tightening this up good. And then I got over here, I tighten up this side good, and then I'm going to come across the top, draw this together for a second time. And we're going to take the top half of the chair off after this dries. The top half has a little play. You basically just take yourself a mallet or a hammer and tap here and tap here, tap a little bit on each side, start to loosen it up. If need be, you can put a little bit of vinegar down in here. Down in here is at the bottom of this turning where it goes in the seat. Wiggle it back and forth as it loosens it up a little bit and just tap that up. But there's play in here, and the only way to really take care of that is to remove the top. I'll be coming back to clean this glue up in a little bit too. So But I think I kind of want to. Coming. It's just about out of there. You have to do it. You gotta be careful. You don't want to break the bottoms off there. Okay. Now, these clamps are about 3 or 4 years old, or maybe even older than that. Maybe 7 or 8 years old. But they don't like to grip good when I'm beating on anything with a hammer. Just imagine getting hit on with a hammer. Somebody's going to want to let go one way or the other. So we just come back over here. Just tighten all that back up. And that one back there too. Tighten that back up. Okay. There you go. So, at that point, should I keep going?
You're at 17 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought maybe this might be a two-part one because I thought you had to wait to do the top.
Yeah. I don't have to, but it's pretty good. Anyhow, you get the basic ideal here. I will just put some glue inside of here and glue all around this, because these are they're wiggling around a little bit, but they're actually not going anywhere. Actually, that's got nails in that. So
Are you going to take the nails out?
no, that's not going anywhere. Let's see, we just put a little glue on here like that.
Mm-hmm.
Put a little glue around here like that. Put a little here. Actually takes more time cleaning the sloppy mess up that I make. I'm just gonna leave that on there. That's why I like to try and move fast. Put some glue around in this joint here. Go around here. That one's got a little nail in that too. Like I said, when you're beating them chairs apart, you want to be careful. You want to beat a little on each side. Otherwise, you're going to end up... these things wobble a little bit, but they're not coming out. So, I start by lining that back up. You know these are going to fall off again. Come back, lightly tap, a little on each side with a mallet. There you go. The hardest part is just kind of getting that started to go in there. And once you get them all lined up, there you go. Down there. Okay, basically you just witnessed me doing a whole chair, top and bottom. I come right back in the very back with a clamp. I take it from the back of the seat. Right in the center. I took that right from the back of the seat, right about here, and just clamp it right on down. That's it. Now the fun begins. I'm going to clean all this glue off here with a little rag and some water.
And some vinegar, maybe?
That'll come later.
Okay.
Right now it's going to be water and a rag.
Okay.
And then the excess glue that dries, we'll clean that up with a little bit of vinegar. I got so much glue going in here, you can see it's oozing down. But that's the only way to really fix a chair, you know. You can't squirt this magical glue, Gorilla Glue in there, or any of these little drops of some little glue that looks like super glue that oozes down in there. If you want that chair fixed right, you gotta take it apart and do it like this. Thank you, and have a good day.